Hello my friends, and welcome back to the rabbit hole, and welcome to my final skincare empties of the year 2021. Really quickly before we get into this, in case you are new to this channel, please check the description box below to understand why there are so many products showing up in today's video and why it's so odd as well. I think this might be the strangest empties in some ways. No, I say that every time. They're all quite strange because it doesn't always make sense as to what categories I have the most products from. I think we have the most lip products today. Yeah, I don't even know why, but there's just a ton of lip products. There's absolutely no sunscreen. Do not panic. That is because we are working on the final ranking video, which of course will be sunscreens. I've decided to do this because I just have so many empties now. We've just got to get it over with and get back into the every 2 months of doing an empties video. And one more thing, in today's video, before I filmed this, I was really sitting around thinking, what can I do to make this video more helpful to viewers? So it's not just, so you don't just feel bombarded by products and saying, yeah, it's fine. What can I do to really make it helpful information? And I think what I'm going to do is focus heavily on talking about what I repurchased and why. Because sometimes it won't make sense, and sometimes it will make all the sense in the world given my skin type, which is, of course, dry and acne prone. Okay, so we have categories as per usual. Check the description box below if you would like to jump around. We have a new category today, and that is repurposed products. So go figure, those are products that failed on my face, but I finished as a repurposed product. And the first category that you are looking at right now is everything from cleansing to toning. And to disclose what was gifted in PR, it would be this April Skin Real Keratin Blemish Pads. Everything else I did purchase. So this is actually a pretty decent representation of what I do. We have 2 acne cleansers in this video. I do also use gentle cleansers, but I rotate those more often than my acne cleansers. And I also triple cleanse. I know that this can be a controversial statement, but because I do wear sometimes quite heavy eye makeup, I love to use a product like the Clinique Take the Day Off Makeup Remover. This is great for long-wearing lip products or for intense eye makeup. You don't use this all over your face. I think that's where part of the confusion around triple cleansing comes from. We're not cleansing our cheeks with 3 different products. This is specifically for eyes and lips. These are little minis that I've been using up from past Clinique gift with purchases. You all are familiar with this possibly, hopefully. So I didn't repurchase those. I'm still not out, and Lancome by Facile still remains my favorite. For cleansing balm, the Good Molecules Instant Cleansing Balm, I took that traveling, finished it off, and did repurchase it because it turns out this little size right here was so wonderful for traveling, so I don't want to be without that. Love that it is fragrance-free and incredibly affordable. The CeraVe Acne Foaming Cream Cleanser will not go without it, will not go without that product. It has been one of the biggest game changers for me in helping me fight my acne, and it's bizarre because otherwise I hate benzoyl peroxide, but it works well for me in that product. The Kate Somerville Eradicate Daily Foaming Cleanser, I liked that one. It has 3% sulfur in it, and sulfur is an ingredient that actually can be used as an acne treatment. Remember in the BHA's video how we talked about active ingredients? You actually see active ingredients, sulfur, 3% in this product, purpose acne treatment. All that said, it's not my favorite, so I'm not going to personally repurchase that, but I do see the appeal. And a couple of toners. The I'm From Rice Toner. I think that one was fine. I'm actually surprised I didn't enjoy it more, but I will tell you, I did buy, finally, drumroll please, the Laneige Cream Skin Refiner, both varieties, the mist and the little bottle, about the small size. So I will report back and see if I like those more than the I'm From Rice Toner or vice versa. And then the April Skin Real Keratin Blemish Clear Vitapad, I wouldn't have purchased that for myself. I do use reusable cloth pads with liquid toners, but I have to admit to you, I do think products like that can have a place. It makes perfect sense to me that some people actually need to use disposable cloth pads, and I try to keep that in mind in making recommendations. I'm going to tell you, that one actually really surprised me. I could not believe how much I liked it. It came with some little tweezers. Do I still have those? Let me check. No, it doesn't. I think I actually kept the plastic tweezers that were included with it. But yeah, great system. You just grab the tweezers, pull out a pad, and it worked really well for me. I actually greatly enjoyed using those. Again, won't repurchase for me personally, but it is a product that I will keep in my head in terms of making recommendations for other people. Next up is mists and watery essences. Why is mists so odd to articulate? Anyway, so the products that were gifted to me here are, I think this one was, but I'm not sure because I have another one of these, so maybe I purchased one. I'm not sure. I'm so sorry. Well, let's just err on the side of caution and say that one was PR. Okay. So, as for the mist, the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Veil Mist, I absolutely love that one. I repurchased that one. I like it specifically for makeup. I talked a lot about the differences in mists in my facial mists video. Love that one. Absolutely love it. This one, the Brujita Amber Rosewood Hydrosol. So, that one is awkward to talk about because it's from one of their limited edition collections. Honestly, the entire Brujita brand is very difficult to explain. If you are interested in the brand, you cannot purchase from them right now as their website is closed. That is how small of a business that company is. They deserve a full explanation, and I will be doing it when I haul my permanent products that I bought from them. So it goes without saying that with this being limited edition, I did not repurchase it because I can't, but I did buy the permanent amber variation of their hydrosols. I absolutely love it. You know what I love so much about their hydrosols? They're so multi-purpose because they're so simple and straightforward. They have such a variety of uses, so I absolutely love it so much. I cannot wait to rave about that brand, but it's gonna, again, take a full explanation. And then the Haru Haru Wonder Black Bamboo Mist. I love that one too. I love that one more as a skincare product, this one as a makeup product, and this is a very versatile product. So did not repurchase because I somehow have a backup of that. Not sure where it came from, but I'm happy to find it in my collection. And then in these watery essences over here, the Secret Key Starting Treatment Rose Essence, I liked that, but I've decided not to repurchase it because I do suspect that there are very similar products out there. At the moment, I've already started my COSRX trial, and I'm using the COSRX Galactomyces product. So, you know, we'll see. Is it going to be better than Secret Key? I already do prefer the texture of the COSRX, but the bottle is pretty. And then two little minis over here, the Hanskin Hyaluron Skin Essence. That's a great product for some hyaluronic acid. I'm gonna say that's an ingredient that I don't look for that much anymore because I just simply have so much of it. But I will say I like that this product right here is a good alternative for people who are not able to use fermented ingredients, which are of course very popular in essences. That's almost primarily where they appear. If you're somebody who can't use those ingredients, you can still use an essence via Hanskin. Still, I don't think I will repurchase it, but it's another product that I'll keep in mind as an alternative type of recommendation. The I'm From Mugwort Essence, I've decided to go without that for the time being, but I actually did like that product. I think that mugwort really helps me out in terms of its anti-inflammatory properties. My deal right now, the reason I have not repurchased the I'm From variety, is because I do think, well, surely if it's the ingredient itself that's doing all this for me, surely I can find a less expensive alternative than the I'm From. So I will be reporting back. I still have mugwort products in my collection, but I'm just not sure that I have to tell you, oh, it's this one. This is the mugwort product for you. So we'll report back. This is a bit of an odd category here. So I have essences, serums, and eye creams, but just so you know, these are the essences that I tend to treat like a serum. They're a little bit thicker than the previous category of essences. Okay, so let's go over what we have here. Let's just start with the COSRX Advanced Nail 96 Mucin Power Essence. I will not live without that. I will not live without that. I will not live without the CeraVe Acne Foaming Cleanser. There are just certain products that I love, and that is one of them. It does so much for my skin. I have a full video explaining it if you're interested. Love it. Love it so much. Now, because of how much I love this, that ends up being the standard by which I measure other snail products. So this right here, the Benton Snail Bee High Content Essence. It's fine. Hypothetically, it should be better because it has bee venom in it as well, but for some reason the CosRx works better for me, so I will not repurchase this. I have already repurchased this. Okay, as for serums, the Versed Just Breathe Clarifying Serum, that's the mini size there, and I finished it and repurchased it. That is explained in the BHA's video. I love that it is a low concentration of anti-acne ingredients because it's a wonderful choice for when my skin is inflamed. The Good Molecules Overnight Exfoliating Treatment, I do like that one. I like that it is a little bit more of a gentle exfoliating product, but I'm not repurchasing it right now solely because I need to be cautious with the amount of AHA products that I use, and I just don't need anymore at the moment. And then in eye creams over here, so you all know I love the Glow Recipe Avocado Melt Retinol Eye Sleeping Mask. Thankfully, I was able to repurchase that in the Sephora sale. I can't go without that. I love it. I just get so much enjoyment from it, and a lot of it is the aesthetics. I'm just gonna be honest with you there. It is. I think there are comparable products, but I just get so much joy from the tiny little avocado, how beautiful the texture is, that I just simply love it for that reason. And that is okay, you are allowed to enjoy products for that reason, but I think it is more helpful to others if you are willing to say that's why I love it so much. I also don't think it's too expensive for what it is. We talked about this a while ago. Compared to drugstore retinol eye creams, it's $12 more. You know, it's a bit odd. It's a bit odd. The Versed, the Fix Emergency Eye Mask, I also repurchased that one. You know, I really do like it. I feel like I can't make up my mind on whether that's an eye cream or a mask, though. I really can't. And the Kate Somerville Retinol Firming Eye Cream. So this is a good example of what I was just talking about with the Glow Recipe. This is about $80. I like it, but it's a little bit out of my price range. Why pay $80 when you can pay $40 and get an avocado? See what I'm saying? That's a compelling argument. It's very hard to argue with that. Moving on to moisturizers and oils. Products that were gifted to me here are the Ashley Shannon Oil and the Fresh Deep Hydration. So in terms of moisturizers, I talked about loving both of these in my moisturizers video. The Versed Skin Soak Rich Moisture Cream, absolutely gorgeous. Not a bad price point at all. Wonderful if you have dry skin. And then the Fresh Deep Hydration Face Cream, that's even more cosmetically elegant than the Versed. Yeah, it's double the price, but if you want to pay for cosmetic elegance and you like a little bit of scent in your product, both of these are great products. That didn't irritate my skin either. Now I'm going to tell you, I did not repurchase either of those because in filming the moisturizers video, I cannot believe how much moisturizer I own. I don't want to waste, so I'm not buying either of these right now, but it's painful because I love them both. I really do. The Aquaphor Healing Ointment, I need to have that for any time that I'm dealing with intense irritation, but I don't need to have Aquaphor, so I actually replace that with CeraVe. The thing that I need is that petrolatum ingredient. Why does my tube look so nasty? I'm sorry. That's ugh. I don't know. This is not a product that is made for cosmetic elegance. It's made for effectiveness. And then a couple of oils over here. I absolutely loved the Ashley Shannon Superfood Beauty Oil. As I've said in other videos, indie brands make some of the best oils out there. That is such a healing, nourishing, restorative oil that she has there. It's just absolutely incredible. The Good Molecules Pure Cold Pressed Rosehip Oil, I love that one too for its simplicity. It's just 100% rosehip oil, but it is fair trade. I'll pay a little bit extra for fair trade products with no problem. Now, ultimately, I'm not going to repurchase either of those for the exact same reason I gave as the moisturizers. It just takes me too long to finish oils. I've got too many of them. I don't want them to go rancid. They're probably still going to, in spite of my best efforts, but we've got to rein it in on buying too much of too many oils and moisturizers. Okay, so as mentioned at the beginning of this video, for some reason I have finished a ridiculous amount of lip care. I think it's partially because I've started layering. I've started layering lip products. Does that sound extra? Yes, it absolutely does. But has it given me incredible results? Oh no, it absolutely has. Quick disclosure here, so the Fresh product was gifted to me. I think maybe the Kopari as well. but I just repurchased 2 of those. So anyway, so what I've been doing is I use the Grande Pout specifically for the purpose of plumping my lips. It says right here, plumping lip mask, and it is so incredible for reducing the appearance of lip lines. Then at night, I like to put a hefty lip balm over it, for example, the Fresh. Right now I'm using the I'm From Honey Balm, or during the day, I'll use a lighter weight lip balm like the Frutia or the Kopari. So I think I just explained everything here too, except for these 2. The Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip, that was one of the diamond gifts very recently. I went through that too quickly. I liked it, but I went through it way too quickly. Same deal with the Grande Lips Hydrating Lip Plumper. I actually think that's a little bit more effective than the plumping lip mask, but I go through it way too quickly. These lasted me a while. I bought this one in, I think about July. I finished it in November, repurchased the small size, and that lasted me, a month and a half, 6 weeks on the tiny size, and then I repurchased two more of these recently from Ulta, so I will not run out anytime soon. And other repurchases here, I actually repurchased both of these. I bought 2 of the Kopari Lip Glossy in Ulta sales, and I bought 2 of the Frutia from Stylevana. Okay, the masks other section of this video. This one is always a little bit wild, so bear with me. It's going to be a lot more than you currently see on the screen. So, one other product here, the Kate Somerville Eradicate. This is another product I won't go without because I do have acne, and I find this to be incredibly effective. I think it is the best of the drying lotion options by far. I currently have 2 or 3 of these on backup. It's one of few products where I actually keep a backup because of how much I love it. The I'm From Honey Mask, also a product I will not go without. I feel like this video interestingly has a lot from my, top 10 skincare products I won't live without. It's so healing, so nourishing. I finished this off and immediately repurchased it. The I Do Care Cake My Day Hydrating Sprinkle Wash Off Mask. Oh, by the way, I purchased all of these products. I got a full size of this in PR, so I decided I'd finish this one. I'm always pretty bad about wash off masks, especially the hydrating ones. I feel like I don't see what they do. But I'm trying to force myself to use them and understand them a little more thoroughly. So I'll give you a longer term update when I finish the full size. And then the VT Cosmetics Cica Daily Soothing Mask. This is a box of 30 sheet masks, and I love this system so much. Now there's a few flaws, I'll tell you all of them, but I like that we're using less of just these wraps for each individual sheet. So the couple of flaws, the outer packaging here, I had to keep this on the box because this wasn't staying closed without it. So that kind of was a little bit annoying, but alas, what can you do? And then I kid you not, on the very last mask, this broke off. I didn't care when it happened, that's fine, but yes, it did break. You have your tweezers sit in this portion up here. I've seen a lot of people say, sell refills. Well, now that I know the design itself is a little flawed, I see why they don't. So I'm kind of conflicted at the end. I love this system, but I think the packaging needs to be a little bit better. I bought the Mary and May version. I will be testing Mary and May in January of 2022. So hopefully their system is a little better. I already think that it is. So anyway, that'll be another one to report back on. And then I have an entire stack of other masks here to go through. So I bought that 30 pack, but VT Cosmetics has sent me a few of their other sheet masks. They're fine, but they're a little big, so I don't love using them because they get in my hair. That's a pro if you're somebody who, doesn't have the smallest face. Where's the other one? They also sent this, the Gold Honey Mask. They're all fine. They're all fine. I believe I got both of these from Kazu Beauty in a giveaway, perhaps from Lisa. I think I'm right on that. I liked these. They were fine. I've never heard of the brand before, but they were fine. The Make Prim, oh gosh, I hate this part of this video so much because no matter how hard I try, I always end up getting sheet mask everywhere. Anyway, the Make Prim Comfort Me Moss Calming Mask, I enjoyed that. That was gifted by Stylevana. The Pyunkang Yul Calming Mask Pack, that was gifted by Yesstyle in the Advent advent calendar. Liked it, will report back. I have 4 more of those to use. The 107 Squalane Cuddles Sheet Mask. Absolutely love that. It's a very goopy sheet mask, but my dry skin type loves it. I originally got that in PR, but I think I'm on my repurchased product by this point. That's actually it for the sheet masks, but I have some specific area masks, for lack of a better description. The Skin Iceland Hydro-Curming Eye Gels. I believe that's what I almost said. That is not right. Hydro Cool Firming Eye Gels. I do like those. I do. They're sticky. Be aware that if you have a glue allergy, it may not work out for you, but I enjoy those. For a non-sticky version, we have, well, actually different products. These from the Cream Shop. Turn that frown upside down. These are hydrogel patches. They're actually made for, oops, sorry, I bumped it. They're made for around your frown lines. There we go, Alice. There we go. But they're, you could certainly use them anywhere. You could use them anywhere on your face. I like those. I like those. These, the Fine Line Warrior Smoothing Hydrogel Forehead Patch, that feels more like a sheet mask. I kind of didn't think I would like it on the first use, but I did. I actually liked it a lot. It's cute that it's got a little nighttime sky. That's not nighttime, that's daytime. Is it nighttime? Wait a minute, is that a nighttime or daytime design? Well, there's stars, but they're I might be overthinking this. Anyway, yeah, I surprisingly liked them. I thought I wouldn't initially because I was thinking, well, why not just use a full sheet mask? But yeah, sometimes you don't want to use a full sheet mask. So I actually really enjoyed these. Am I forgetting to tell you what I've repurchased? These I always keep the Skin Iceland Hydro Cool Firming Eye Gels and the 107. And then these, the Skin Iceland Dissolving Microneedle Eye Patches. Those are incredible, but they're incredibly expensive. They're very expensive, so you know I'll be watching for Ulta deals on that. One more microneedling system, the Peace Out Wrinkles. Love those also, but they're so expensive. You know, my critique with these products, so they all contain peptide ingredients, and peptides in studies on exactly this design, microneedle patches, have shown incredible results. It flusters me when companies use that exact research in a different product that is not a microneedle patch. But then nonetheless, these are so expensive. I don't feel like I have a good solution to the price barrier right now, aside from, you know, Ulta 50% off sales. I like them. I like those products. I just don't love the price. I went through a lot of my Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Extra Daily Strength Peel, one of my most repurchased products of all time. And in the kit that I got from Skin Store, I got the exfoliating body treatment. There were 3 samples in there. I lost one, used one, and have 1 remaining. I don't know how you manage to lose things. I really don't, but what can you do? Now, some of you may know that I've really struggled with acne for a while here. It's finally mostly better. It's in a better place, but I have a lot of hydrocolloid patches to share with you, and I think we can really dissect these, I think. So let's do that. This should be fun. Okay. So these are just your basic acne patches here. The CosRX Acne Pimple Master Patch, the Peach Slices Acne Spot Dots, Peace Out Acne, VT Sika Care Spot Patch, and Nolaskin Hydrocolloid, what was gifted to me. I think these were from Stylevana, yeah, in the advent calendar, and then this from Nolaskin. So I did repurchase these 3. Because I'm still trying to do some comparisons. What I've noticed is that I think there's a lot of similarities between these 3. In particular, these 2. I think Peach Slices and CosRX are very similar. They have a really good pull to the hydrocolloid, so it seems to pull out any, gunk from your pimple and really help to heal it. Peace Out does seem to do it more effectively, but they're more expensive. And then these, the VT spot patches, they're kind of different. They're a little patch inside of a larger dot, and I believe they actually contain some added ingredients that may help with acne. Same deal with Nolaskin. Now, all this said, I think that the pulling mechanism works better for me personally, but I see a place for these, especially for the pimples that are not quite ready to come out, although ultimately I would still recommend you Kate Somerville Eradicate for that if you're okay with the amount of alcohol in that product. And then we have some microneedle patches. These were a suggestion from one of you, and these were gifted. So these are all fine. They're all fine. I actually have to say I was surprised the most by the Nola Skin. These seem to do something more for me than I expected. They really seem to help with healing. Perhaps it is those added ingredients in here, and I think the rest of these, I hate when I can only look at a Korean ingredients list. Yeah, I don't see the translation, but I believe these don't, no, these do contain extra ingredients. Tea tree, salicylic, I don't know what to tell you. I can feel these much more on my skin, and yet I couldn't feel these much, so I thought they weren't going to do that much for me, but they really surprised me. My acne healed really quickly when I used those. You know what sucks though? Right now this company is only on Amazon, and I really don't love Amazon, but I may have to get over it. At least until this little Korean brand makes it to, you know, Yesstyle, Stylevana, etc. And finally, my repurposes category. I hope you all enjoy this category. So the gifted products here, the Sinka Perfect Whip Cleanser from Stylevana. So this is a face wash. It was way too harsh for me, but oh my goodness, I absolutely loved it as a body cleanser and specifically for shaving. Oh, it worked so well. I'm seriously tempted to buy more because it's not expensive at all. Compare the price of this to a cleansing, or excuse me, a shaving gel here in the US. This is a great product for shaving. The Revolution Copper Peptide Serum, I just lost trust in that because it's completely clear. It's clear. Well, how is a copper peptide serum clear? You know, I bought the Ordinary's buffet with copper peptides. I'll be eventually reviewing that. Yeah, I mean, that's what I would think to buy over this one. Yeah, it's a lot more affordable, but it's clear. It's clear. So anyway, I just dumped it on my body to finish it. Didn't really see anything from it, so will not repurchase. Glow Recipe Pineapple Seed Bright Serum. I do not like the smell of that one bit, so I finished it off on my upper chest area. I will not repurchase it, and I will also tell you that I think Glow Recipe did a good job of listening to feedback on that one. I suspect the Guava Vitamin C is going to replace that product entirely, and it's a good call because I'm not the only person who doesn't like the smell of that product. So, you know, that's listening to customer feedback and making a good product to suit your customer base. So I wouldn't recommend it, but that was a good way to finish it off. The, I don't know how to say this brand, that brand right there, the Refreshing Facial Mist, that was in a Sinu skincare box. I got uncomfortable with that one because you can probably even see this. Do you see all the strange little dots at the top of this? This was a mist, but it made me uncomfortable, so I didn't want to spray it on my face. To be fair, I think that it is just the natural ingredients in the product. I didn't have any reactions from using it on my body, but yeah, it was a little bit too natural for me. Just too natural. And then the Pacifica Clean Shot BHA AHA 25% peel solution. I finished that as a foot peel. And do you want to know something? I repurchased it for a foot peel because it works so well. Why buy the individually wrapped baby foot type of products when you find something that works just as well? And that's it, my friends. We've come to the end of the final Skincare Empties roundup of 2021. As always, feel free to share with me your thoughts in the comment section below. Feel free to disagree, feel free to agree, just feel free to share whatever your opinion on these products is. Let me know if you liked the format of talking more about repurchases, if you liked the repurposes category, and that's it. That's the end of today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.